Should I do pay-per-click advertising? It's a question I get a lot, and I'm going to answer it. I talk with a lot of business owners working on their marketing plan and asking me if pay-per-click is a good strategy. Now, let me preface this by saying I am not a pay-per-click expert. I know some people who are, so if you do choose to put this strategy in place in your business, I can refer you to them. But as a business coach's perspective, what I want to help you determine is this the right strategy for you in the first place, and how do you know whether or not it's working or how to make it better? Okay. So first of all, consider your target audience. Are they actually searching for you online? What kind of keywords are they searching for? But more importantly is, what do you want them to do as a result of clicking on your ad? They're going to land on your website or maybe a landing page, and then what, right? Do you want them to call you, email you, fill out a web form? How are you going to make sure you actually monetize on it, that these leads who click on your pay-per-click ad get through your website and actually convert? That's the process. So I've heard some business owners say, yeah, I tried that, it didn't work. Well, we dig a little deeper and we find out that the pay-per-click ad actually got a ton of clicks, but none of it converted into sales for them, so they feel like it didn't work. The truth is the pay-per-click ad actually did its job. It drove people to their website, but that's where they lost them, right? So look at your website. Is your website set up to convert? Is it set up to capture the lead? So there's a tool that I use in my business that might help you determine whether or not this is happening in yours. It's called Google Analytics, and there's lots of comparable tools. This is just the one that I use, and it's free. You can install some code on the back end of your website that tracks some user data, gives you some really basic information such as how many people view your website, how long do they stay, what pages are they looking at, what's the kind of flow of traffic. So for example, if you find out that a lot of people click on your pay-per-click ad and then they get to your home page and they look around for a little bit but they don't call you, well, now you might know what needs some work. You might also see that a lot of people actually make it as far as your services page, but then they don't call you. Well, now you know that maybe that's the one that needs some work, or to put in place some calls to action or to help them take the next step. You might also look at what's called the bounce rate, which means that somebody looks at your website and within just a couple of seconds they leave, like they hit the back arrow because it's not what they were looking for. That could mean two things. It could mean that you targeted wrong for your keywords, meaning that when people clicked on your website, it wasn't what they thought they were going to get when they typed in that keyword into the search engine. Or it could mean that your homepage sucks, right? And the people just leave instantaneously. So know what results you want them to get and have a process not just for driving traffic, but for converting traffic. And test and measure all the way through so that you know sometimes it's just as simple as tweaking your headline on your website or having a clearer call to action. But how are you going to get them to engage with you is just as important. It's actually more important than how can you drive traffic there in the first place. So I hope that helps you make some decisions as to whether or not this strategy is right for your business. I'd love to hear your comments, your feedback, your questions. Leave me a comment below, and have a great day. Happy clicking.